Alright, you guys, so welcome to Halloween Horror Month 2015. That's right, we're on the second review, day number 2 of Halloween Horror Month, and we're happen to be talking about Final Destination Part 2. So, yeah, remember that movie I talked about last time about the kid having the premonition about the plane blowing up and all that stuff, and the survivors started dying, all that? I talked about that, remember? Yeah, this is a sequel to that movie, and this time it's revolving around a woman named Kimberly, who is going on a road trip with her friends, and while she's on the highway, she has another premonition of not of a plane blowing up. She has a premonition of this disaster on the highway, cars crash into each other, trucks blowing up, all kinds of shit happening on the highway. She has a premonition. She tries to get everybody off of the highway, off the road, and next thing you know, yeah, all that shit that she saw happened. So, now there's a new group of survivors who are going to be killed off one by one because they cheated death. And that's the plot of the movie. What I think of Final Destination 2 is, it's okay. It's not my favorite of the franchise. It's not like the greatest fucking sequel ever. It's not the Dark Knight of the Final Destination movies. But it's okay. It's not horrible. But let's talk about some of the cast. Now, I'm not going to remember half of the cast's names because I really just don't give a shit about the actors in this movie for the most part. But the chick who played the main girl, Kimberly, she was pretty good. She didn't bother me. Towards the end of the movie, yeah, I was coughing. I'm coming down with a little something. I know. Fuck you, okay? I love you guys. This is how I show my love to you, by saying fuck you. I love you. So when I say fuck you, it means I love you. Okay, so, like I said, Kimberly didn't really bother me until towards the end of the movie. That's when she started to get a little too much for me. But whatever, it's fine. The rest of the movie, she's fine. Then we also have a couple of returning characters, not very many, because if you remember the ending of the first movie, most of the characters in the first movie are dead. But there was one survivor of the first movie, Claire was her name. Yeah, her name's Claire Rivers. Not Claire Redfield. I was going to say Claire Redfield. Alright? But, yeah, she survived, and we find out when we see her in this movie, spoiler alert, she has admitted herself into a psychiatric hospital. Yeah, that's right. They didn't take her there. She voluntarily went there because she feels that it's safer to be in there than it is out in the real world because, technically she cheated death, so she's on the hit list, really. So we see her back in this movie. I really liked her in this movie. I did. I liked her in this movie more than I liked her in the first movie because I wasn't all too big on the character itself in the first movie. This movie, though, I think she did a little bit, they gave her character a little bit more to do in a way. So, yeah, that was cool to see her back. I'm always kind of a sucker for, bringing the survivors of the last one back, or at least in some way, shape, or form. So, I'm glad they did that. Alright? So, then we also have another returning character who's only in it for a brief minute, just like he was last time. That's right, Tony Todd as Candyman, the coroner. His name's not Candyman in the movie. It's like Bloodworth or something like that. But yeah, he's back in the movie, and he's here to explain that, hey, look, remember all those kids who survived the plane crash? Guess what? They're all fucking dead now. So basically, you guys are fucked. And you can't cheat death twice. Which, he says you can't cheat death twice, which I know was a little nod to the audience, saying, okay, haha, this is the second one. But really, he's talking to the people who only cheated death once. Aside from Claire. Claire. Oh, why do I keep calling her Claire? Claire. Allie Larder. She's the only one that's cheated death twice so far. And she didn't even cheat death the second time. It makes no fucking sense. It's cool. He's got that deep, sinister voice. He's got that creepy voice thing going on. So, it's all good and fun there. It's just that particular line didn't exactly... It was a little kind of corny, but it didn't really make sense either, so I don't know. But other than that, let's talk about the deaths of the movie. There's some, like in the last one, there are some cool deaths, and there are some deaths that, I just thought were plain stupid. There's one death in particular, again, it involves a fire, and a fire escape in an apartment building. That death was pretty cool. But then you get to one involving a dentist office and some pigeons and some, that one was kind of dumb. So some of the deaths are pretty cool, some of them aren't. There's one involving a van and a tree and gasoline. That's pretty cool. I did like that one. The other actors in the movie, we have this cop who was there on the highway, who also cheated death, and he's kind of helping out Kimberly in the movie. I liked him. I don't know his name. I forget his name, but yeah, I did like that character a lot too. But then the rest of the characters, other than the ones that I've already talked about, they really did nothing for me. So all in all, guys, Final Destination 2, it's okay. It's a fun time. It's a decent follow-up. It's not horrible. There are some deaths that are cool, and there are some deaths that are stupid. There are some characters you like. There are some characters you don't like. So, all in all, guys, it's not a bad movie. I give the first Final Destination a solid B, so I'm going to go ahead and give Final Destination 2 a B-. It's a step below. First one was better, but yeah, there are some things in this one that I did like. It's not horrible. When I say, because, for a while there I was giving out A's a lot. And I felt like I was being a little too generous with the A's on a couple of them. A couple of them could have been knocked down a little bit. So I'm going to try to be more fair with my grades. Alright? And if I'm not fair, I don't give a shit. But, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Final Destination 2 is getting a B-. What do you guys think of Final Destination 2? Comment your thoughts down in the comment box below. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. Just do it!